All right. So we can choose our character's date of birth. He can be born under the first astral moon, umbral moon, second, third. So I think we'll do fourth astral moon on the 7th day. 7th sun of the 4th astral moon, because we're 7-4. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, select your character's patron deity. Lone, mover of glaciers and goddess of war. Guardian deity of Ishgard. Huh. Infina, keeper of the moon and goddess of love. She commands the element of ice. Associated with the second moon. Associated with the moon. Aliak, ruler of rivers and wisdom, and god of knowledge. The guardian deity of Charlian. He commands the element of water and is associated with the third moon. Maya is the watcher of celestial bodies and goddess of fate. She commands the element of water and is associated with the fourth moon. That would line up with our moon. Imlane, watcher of the seas and goddess of navigation. Kind of line up more with our plains race. Commands the element of wind. Oshan is the ruler of the mountains and god of travelers and vagrants. Commands the element of wind and is associated with the sixth moon. Firegot is the purveyor of architecture and industry, god of the arts. Commands the element of lightning and is associated with the seventh moon. Ralger, breaker of worlds, is the god of destruction, guardian deity of the now fallen nation of Alamigo. Commands the element of lightning associated with the eighth moon. Zema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. Commands the element of fire and is associated with the ninth moon. Aldthaw, overseer of the underworld and god of commerce, guardian deity of Ul'dah, commands the element of fire and is associated with the 10th moon. Afika, tender of soils and harvests, goddess of abundance, is the guardian deity of Gridania, commands the element of earth and is associated with the 11th moon. And Althic is the surveyor of change in space and god of time, commands the element of earth and is associated with the 12th moon. We could be associated with the 4th moon, maybe, or 7th moon. 7th moon is architecture and industry and arts. I think we'll go with Nemea, the 4th moon. Goddess of fate, celestial bodies. We have a great fate, and we want fate on our side, so go with that. Yeah. So now we get to choose our starting class. Now, the starting class isn't really that important. It chooses which, where your starting city is going to be, which of the main cities you'll start in. But I think at level 15, you unlock the ability to change to any of the classes. So you don't have to create a new character. You can actually play and level all of the classes in the game with your one character, which is pretty cool. So we could be a gladiator. Gladiators specialize in the handling of all manner of one-handed blades, from daggers to long swords, be they single or double-edged, straight or curved. The defining characteristic of the art is its emphasis on diverse combat tactics, training its members to bring their martial skills to bear in any situation. As such, they are practitioners who marry sword and shield, seeking to defend their fellow companions. Others opt for an empty offhand, choosing instead to focus entirely on their sword arm. In all instances, the ages-old art of the sword makes the gladiator a formidable adversary in any encounter. So, in their starting city, I'm covering up a little bit, but their starting city is Ul'dah. And I think they lead to the Paladin class, right? So there's like a starting class, and then there's like an advanced class that you unlock. And I think their advanced class is Paladin. And there's Pugilist, who also starts in Ul'dah. The path of the Pugilist is one of incessant training aimed at mastering the traditional techniques hand-to-hand combat. Though they command formidable power when unarmed, they are wont to use metal, leather, and bone weaponry to maximize their destructive potential. So I think their advanced class is Monk, if I'm not mistaken. Then there's Marauder. Marauder is a combat specialist. They start in Limsa Lominsa. Combat specialist whose weapon of choice is the Great Axe, a fearsome arm emblematic of Eorzea's pirates. Their approach to battle is one of brute force, relying on strength and steel to crush enemies and sunder weapons. They are highly sought after for their ferocity and intimidating presence, and are often employed to hunt down monsters plaguing the land or to turn the tide of battle between warring nations. I believe their advanced class is Warrior. Then there's Lancer, and these so far are all under the Disciple of War. So they're going to be physical kind of guys. Lancer, they start in Gridania. Strategy of the Lancers is to outrange and fluster opponents with their long two-handed polearms, peppering them with a barrage of thrusting attacks. They are trained with a number of weapons, giving a diversity to their attacks that makes them extremely versatile combatants. In former times, the long spear saw the most widespread use, due in great part to the influence of the proud Lancer legions of Alamigo. Since then, the guild has greatly expanded its armories to include a variety of weaponry, such as the halberd and the trident. So I think this is actually going to be what we start as. Their advanced class is the Dragoon. I haven't played them before, so it'll be pretty new for me for the class quests. Then there's also the Archer, whose advanced class is the Bard, I believe. The enduring popularity of the bow is testament to its elegant design, but this simple weapon would be of little worth without the surpassing skill of those who master it. The Archers. Projectile techniques such as high-angle fire enable archers to assail their foes with deadly precision even at great distances. Constant assessment of the battlefield enables them to carefully determine the most advantageous ground from which to loose, as well as the nature of the arrows best suited to the enemy. Together with the longbow sentries of the Elezen military, the short-bow hunters among the Mikote are widely regarded as most skilled with the bow. So those are the Disciples of War. And we can look at the Disciples of Magic. Now these are just the starting classes. There's even more classes that you can unlock later at higher levels and as you progress through the main story. There's also the Conjurer. Conjuring calls upon elemental forces present in nature and concentrates them to potency at which spells can be woven. Through practiced meditation on the essences of creation, conjurers draw forth and absorb ether from their immediate surroundings. A wand or cane made from the unworked wood is then utilized to focus the ether until it manifests as the desired spell. The seat of the Conjurer's Guild lies at the Stillglade Fane in Gridania, where the voices of Eorzea's elementals are said to be most powerful. They start in Gridania as well. And their advanced class, I believe, is the White Mage. They're the healers. And there's Thaumaturge, who starts in Ul'dah. In the hands of a skilled practitioner, thaumaturgy can be a force of terrifying destruction. At the heart of this school of magic lies the ability to call forth and command the latent ether within oneself through deep introspection. Then mold that ether into sorcery. The thaumaturge makes use of a scepter or staff within which is housed a medium, a natural stone imbued with magical properties. I believe their advanced class is the Black Mage, if I'm not mistaken. Then the Arcanist, who starts in Limsa Lominsa. Depths of the art of Arcanum derive their might from symbols of power born of geometric techniques hailing from across the southern seas. Held within occult grimoires, these symbols lend shape to the Arcanist's ether, thereby allowing him to produce myriad powerful spells, using the self-same symbols to unlock the latent power contained within gemstones. Arcanists are also able to summon forth the familiar known as Carbuncle to carry out their bidding. So yeah, they get a little pet that they can summon too. And their advanced class is Summoner. Well, the interesting thing about the Arcanist though is the Arcanist actually has two advanced classes. They unlock Summoner and Scholar. Summoner is the kind of magical DPS damage dealer type class, and Scholar is a healer class. So this is another. It could be another healer when you get to the advanced class, and you level them both at the same time, which is pretty cool. It's kind of a twofer in that one. We are going to go with the Lancer. It's considered a melee DPS class, and it'll be new for me. It'll new for all of us. From that, no, I want select another. We are going to be. We can't be a 4. Try that. Be 4 over there. All right, so we kind of got our name. We couldn't put numbers in, so we'll divide it up between our first and last name. Get a new game with this character. Oh yeah! You guys ready? You guys ready to witness the beginning of our adventure? Let's do it. Oh, world queue is currently full. We'll be in a minute. Now, when a new big patch releases, the queue would be really, really long, but with minor patches and kind of in between patches, the queues are actually pretty reasonable. Here we go. It's our little duder.
Here. Here. Feel.
You're just like, what is going on? Don't go into the light. Ooh, hello.
Hear, feel, think.
Yeah. Look at us. Okay. I'm about to stab that dude. Oh. Boy. Lad. You were moaning. In your sleep and sweating buckets besides. That'll be the aether, I reckon. Some are more prone to sickness than others. No need to fret though. You soon get used to it. Where's that cute? That. Those are Moogles. Doing a little party over there. Feeling better, Koopa? Ah, you can see us. I had a feeling you could, Koopa. I like to say Koopa a lot. We're Moogles, and we live in this wood. You little happy dances? Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special, Koopa. We're special, chat. We're special. Seeing as how you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happen. Have you chanced to witness anything suspicious, Koopa? Nope. Yeah, get it, Moogle. Of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Koopa. Aw, friendly little Moogles. Oh, someone drank it. Who could that be? Danya's still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as how you're awake, how's about you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't care much for conversation, you see. Remont's the name, and peddling's me trade. As for your good self, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. That's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret, adventuring's a risky business. These days, especially. What was it that you first attracted you to it? Ooh, to gain power, to win glory, massive fortune, or do we stay quiet? I think we'll keep it secret for now. Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might be his old Braymont's a chatterbox, but he sure as hell ain't no busybody. All have a secret or three, don't we? Me? Dozens. I'd rather say, rather they stay secret too. Which is why don't go sticking me nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember though, more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing, ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Halt! Go no further. What's this then? Oh. Ah! What's going on? The skirmish has broken out up ahead with the Ixal. For your own safety, you must remain here till... Oh. No, I am not. Thank you, Miss Polly. Bloody hells. We shall hold them here. Try to break clear. That was too bleeding close. Nice of the Ixal to send us a welcoming party though, eh? Joking aside, this won't be the last time you meet those feathered fiends. So just take care, alright? By the by, is this your first trip to Gridania? Yep. It is. Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, lushest forest in all of Eorzea. But ain't near as lush as it used to be. Saying that, not since the calamity laid half the waste of it. The destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in, and gave the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Birdmen raids become a daily occurrence. At long last, behold Gridania, a forest nation blessed by the elementals.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania.
Pretty.
Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era. However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul.
Hi. Talk about me
One
again.
who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
And here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, and it's back to the high road for me. Yeah, want you to have this. By the way, thanks for keeping me company. Hey, never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the matron take him to her bosom. that he may never want. And in his heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Final Fantasy XIV. Ooh. This is it. This is Gridania. He's going to be our home for a little while. You there. Yes, you. Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. It is pretty. I'm Bertenant, a wood whaler of Gridania. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let us see which you are. It's questionable. Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Mouse and keyboard, thank you. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. When you are ready to proceed, speak to Lieutenant. Gnomes, burner character, the camera. All right. Done with that. Now, kind of want to change my HUD. Might be able to wait until after stream though. I don't know. Let's see. Default HUD layout, I don't think it's that great. Initiating quests. Non-player characters offering quests can be recognized by the exclamation marks above their heads. Right-click the mark to bring up the quest window. So pretty MMO standard. Once you've initiated a quest, a prompt will appear detailing its objectives and rewards. Click on the Accept button in the lower left to add the quest to your list of current duties. Coming to Gridania. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Gridania, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild.